Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm excited to kick off this presentation on comprehensive security and administration in Microsoft 365. Today, we'll explore how to achieve unified protection, threat management, and governance for modern enterprises. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the key features and strategies to keep your organization secure and well-managed in today's digital landscape. Let's get started. Welcome to the second slide of our session, where we focus on comprehensive security and administration in Microsoft 365. Here, I want to emphasize the importance of adhering to the schedule to ensure everything runs smoothly, especially when it comes to catering and breaks. Keeping to the planned timetable helps minimize wait times and keeps the session running efficiently. We'll be covering key guidelines for participants, including the session hours from 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, with scheduled coffee breaks at 10:30 to 11 and again at 3 to 3:30. There's also a lunch break from 12:15 to 1:15. Knowing the session schedule helps you plan your participation better and stay engaged throughout. Now let me introduce our expert presenters. Sasha Kranjak is a Microsoft Regional Director, MVP, Certified Trainer, and CEO of CloudAtech. Omar Kudovic is a Senior Systems Engineer, Security Architect, and a Microsoft Certified Cybersecurity Architect expert. Together, they will guide you through practical insights on securing and managing Microsoft 365 environments effectively. This overview sets the stage for understanding how comprehensive security and administration are central to maximizing your Microsoft 365 investment. Let's take a closer look at our agenda overview for today. We'll start with comprehensive security and administration in Microsoft 365. This covers a wide range of topics essential for protecting your digital environment. First, we have Shadow IT discovery, app governance, and data protection with Defender for cloud apps. This is about identifying unauthorized applications, managing their use, and safeguarding your data across cloud services. It's crucial because Shadow IT can create significant security gaps if left unchecked. Next, we move to SaaS risk discovery, which involves onboarding new applications, detecting risky behaviors, ensuring compliance, and managing policies effectively with tools like Defender for Endpoint and Intune. These help us maintain control as our SaaS environment grows. Then we focus on endpoint security, which is all about securing endpoints, your devices, by using solutions such as Entra ID, multi-factor authentication, and governance controls. These measures strengthen access security and reduce vulnerabilities. Following that, we have identity protection and governance. This area is centered on securing user identities, managing access rights, and enforcing policies to prevent identity-related threats. Finally, we look at email and collaboration threat protection and automation. This involves safeguarding your communication channels and automating security workflows to respond swiftly to threats. All these components come together within the Microsoft 365 security landscape, providing a unified, integrated approach to safeguarding your organization. Connecting these dots helps us understand how each element contributes to a comprehensive security strategy. Let's take a closer look at the Microsoft 365 security landscape overview. On this slide, we're emphasizing the importance of comprehensive security and administration within Microsoft 365. This approach is all about helping organizations defend against the constantly evolving cyber threats while still maintaining productivity and ensuring compliance with regulations. When we talk about defending against cyber threats, key principles come into play. These include adopting a zero-trust architecture, which means never assuming trust by default, and continuously assessing risks to stay ahead of potential vulnerabilities. It's also crucial to seamlessly integrate security controls across all Microsoft 365 portals, so protection is consistent and effective everywhere. Now, a big part of this strategy is the zero-trust architecture. This means building a security model that treats every access attempt, whether from inside or outside the network, as potentially untrusted. It's about verifying everything continuously, regardless of where users or devices are located. The landscape also emphasizes unified protection across services. Microsoft 365 leverages cloud-native tools to create a unified protection environment that covers collaboration, communication, and data sharing. This makes it easier to manage security holistically. Finally, all of this is built on a deeply integrated environment that combines identity management, device security, data protection, and application security. This integrated approach ensures that all these elements work together seamlessly to provide a robust security posture. Overall, these principles and strategies are designed to help organizations stay secure without sacrificing the flexibility and productivity that Microsoft 365 enables. Now, let's take a closer look at how Microsoft 365 offers unified protection. This slide highlights how the platform provides comprehensive security and administration, empowering security teams to work more efficiently. By integrating these tools, teams can detect, investigate, and respond to threats more quickly, thanks to correlated insights and automated workflows that streamline the entire process. One of the key strengths here is the centralization of alerts, policies, and response actions within the Microsoft 365 Defender suite. This reduces the complexity often associated with managing security across multiple systems, making it easier for teams to stay on top of potential threats. Additionally, this integration enables coordinated defense mechanisms across different areas: email, endpoints, identities, and cloud applications, ensuring that security measures work together seamlessly. All of this ties back to the overall theme of a unified security approach. Microsoft 365 delivers a comprehensive security model that consolidates threat protection, information protection, and compliance management into a single, cohesive framework. This not only enhances security, but also simplifies management and boosts confidence in your organization's defenses. Now, let's take a closer look at the Microsoft 365 security portals. These portals are essential for providing comprehensive security and administration across the platform. First, we have the Azure AD portal, which is the core tool for managing identity and access management configurations. This is where you control who can access what, set up multi-factor authentication, and ensure that your user identities are secure. It's a critical piece of the puzzle for maintaining a strong security posture. Next, we move to the Microsoft 365 Compliance Center. Think of this as your hub for data governance, compliance, and information protection. It helps you stay on top of regulations, manage data retention policies, and protect sensitive information effectively. This portal ensures you're aligned with legal and regulatory requirements, reducing risk. Lastly, there's the Microsoft 365 Security Center. This is where you get a centralized view of threat management and security insights. It consolidates alerts, provides security analytics, and helps you respond quickly to potential threats. Together, these portals form a powerful suite that supports your organization's security, compliance, and operational needs, tying everything back to our overall theme of a unified, secure digital environment. Now, let's take a closer look at role-based access control, or RBAC, within Microsoft 365. This slide highlights how proper RBAC configuration plays a crucial role in comprehensive security and administration. When we set up RBAC correctly, it helps us to clearly segregate duties, which is essential for reducing insider threats. It also makes audit compliance much simpler, because responsibilities and permissions are well-defined and easy to track. Microsoft 365 offers RBAC through both predefined roles and custom roles, which can be tailored to specific organizational needs across security and compliance portals. This flexibility ensures that each user has only the permissions necessary to do their job, which is key to minimizing risk exposure. At its core, RBAC is a foundational security principle. It limits access based on user roles, so users aren't granted more permissions than they need. This approach not only enhances security, but also streamlines management, making it easier to maintain control over who can access what. In essence, implementing RBAC properly in Microsoft 365 helps us build a more secure environment, aligned with our overall security goals and best practices. Now, let's take a closer look at Defender for Office 365 and its threat protection capabilities. It seamlessly integrates with other Defender services to give us a comprehensive view of threats across our environment. This integration is crucial because it helps us see the full picture and respond more effectively. When we talk about threat visibility, we're referring to how well we can detect and understand potential security issues. By combining these services, we get a more complete and real-time insight into what's happening, making our security posture stronger. Moving on to the proactive security features, Defender for Office 365 includes tools like safe links, safe attachments, anti-spam, and anti-phishing policies. These are designed to protect users before threats even reach their inboxes. They work proactively to block malicious content, preventing attacks before they can cause harm. The system also leverages machine learning and heuristics. Think of these as smart algorithms that analyze activity patterns and content to identify suspicious or malicious behaviors instantly. This real-time detection is vital because threats today evolve quickly, and early identification can make all the difference. Finally, Defender safeguards our email and collaboration tools against a wide range of threats like phishing, malware, and more advanced attacks. It's about ensuring our communication channels remain secure, so we can focus on our work without constantly worrying about security risks. Now, let's take a closer look at real-time detections and Threat Explorer. Using Threat Explorer effectively is a key way to strengthen your overall security posture. It helps you manage threats comprehensively, giving you a clearer picture of what's happening in your environment. When used properly, it supports proactive threat hunting, allowing you to identify and respond to potential issues before they escalate. This not only boosts your incident response capabilities, but also helps you stay ahead of emerging threats. Proactive threat hunting means you can respond immediately to new and evolving threats, which significantly reduces dwell time, the period an attacker is lurking within your system, and minimizes potential damage. On the other hand, real-time detections enable your security teams to investigate incidents as they happen. They can track attack campaigns and analyze threat patterns, which is crucial for understanding the scope and intent of attacks. At the core, Threat Explorer is a powerful tool within Defender for Office 365. It provides real-time visibility into threats targeting your organization, giving you the insights needed to act swiftly. So, overall, Threat Explorer helps you to not only detect and analyze threats, but also to take proactive measures to defend your organization more effectively. Let's talk about some best practices for policy tuning and reporting to keep our Microsoft 365 environment secure and well-managed. First, it's important to set up scheduled reviews of our security policies. Regular check-ins help us stay ahead of emerging threats and ensure our defenses are effective. Collaboration with stakeholders is also key. By involving the right teams, we can get valuable insights and make more informed decisions. Leveraging automation is another critical point. Automated tools can help us maintain optimal protection by continuously monitoring and adjusting settings as needed. Now, when it comes to monitoring, utilizing built-in reporting tools is essential. These tools allow us to track how well our policies are working, identify false positives, and spot trends in threats over time. We should also make it a habit to review and fine-tune our anti-phishing, anti-spam, and malware policies regularly. This helps us find the right balance, maintaining strong security without overly disrupting user experience. Remember, protecting our organization is an ongoing process. And finally, continuous policy tuning is vital. We need to adapt our defenses based on the latest threat intelligence and our organizational needs, ensuring that our security measures evolve as threats do. By following these best practices, we can keep Defender for Office 365 optimized and our environment secure. Now, let's take a look at the automation options available in Defender for Office 365. Implementing automation brings significant benefits. It helps make threat management more consistent, scalable, and efficient. Instead of manually handling each alert or incident, automation allows us to streamline processes and respond more quickly. When we talk about the capabilities of automated workflows, they can do quite a few things. For example, they can quarantine messages that are suspected to be malicious, notify users or administrators about threats, and even trigger investigations automatically based on predefined rules. This means faster response times and less manual effort. Defender for Office 365 offers various automation features, including playbooks, alert policies, and integrations with tools like Microsoft Sentinel and Power Automate. These tools enable us to build sophisticated workflows that fit our specific security needs. Ultimately, automation enhances our security operations by reducing the manual workload for security teams and accelerating response times. This allows us to stay ahead of threats more effectively and focus our efforts where they're needed most. Let's dive into how Microsoft Entra ID enhances security and administration within Microsoft 365. First, one of the key features is risk-based access. This system dynamically assesses the risk level of each sign-in attempt, and if it detects suspicious activity, it can block or challenge that sign-in to protect your organization's resources. It's all about being proactive and adaptive to the threats you face. Next, multi-factor authentication, or MFA, adds a vital layer of security. By requiring users to verify their identity through an additional method, like a phone notification or a fingerprint, we significantly reduce the chance of unauthorized access, even if passwords are compromised. Another important component is conditional access policies. These policies allow us to enforce access controls based on various factors such as the user's risk level, whether their device complies with security standards, their geographic location, or the context of the session. This flexibility helps us tailor security measures to specific scenarios, balancing security with user convenience. And of course, all these features revolve around Microsoft Entra ID, formerly known as Azure AD. It's the central element that secures access across Microsoft 365 environments, ensuring that our identity management is both robust and streamlined. Together, these tools form a comprehensive approach to security and administration, protecting your organization from evolving threats while maintaining a seamless user experience. Now, moving on to slide 13, let's talk about comprehensive security and administration in Microsoft 365. These controls are designed to reduce the risk from privilege creep, which is when users accumulate more access than they really need over time, and to support compliance with various regulatory requirements. By implementing these controls, organizations can better manage access and ensure that security standards are maintained. One of the key components here is entitlement management. This process automates the entire access lifecycle, including requests, approvals, and expiration. Automating these steps helps ensure that access is granted appropriately and revoked when no longer needed, reducing manual errors and enhancing security. Another important aspect is access reviews. These are conducted periodically to validate user permissions, helping to identify and remove unnecessary or outdated access rights. Regular reviews are crucial because they keep permissions aligned with current roles and responsibilities, preventing privilege creep. Finally, identity governance plays a vital role. It ensures users have appropriate access that matches their specific roles and responsibilities within the organization. Altogether, these processes create a more secure environment, support compliance efforts, and ensure that access rights are managed effectively in Microsoft 365. Now, let's talk about external collaboration and guest access management. A critical part of managing external collaboration is preventing data leakage and unauthorized access. This means we need to be very intentional about how we handle guest access. One of the key focuses here is data security. Best practices include enforcing the principle of least privilege, which means giving users only the access they absolutely need. We also want to regularly use access reviews to ensure permissions are still appropriate. And of course, educating users on secure collaboration practices helps everyone stay vigilant. Monitoring and auditing guest activities is another essential component. By keeping an eye on what guests are doing, we can quickly spot and prevent any potential issues. Microsoft Entra ID offers granular controls for managing guest access. This includes setting invitation policies and defining access expiration dates to limit how long guests can access our resources. Secure external collaboration is more important than ever for modern organizations working with partners and contractors. It's about enabling collaboration while maintaining control and security every step of the way. Let's take a closer look at privileged identity management, or PIM, and role management within Entra ID. This slide highlights how these features provide comprehensive security and administration for Microsoft 365. First, PIM integrates seamlessly with alerts and access reviews. This means you get real-time notifications and periodic checks on privileged accounts, helping you keep a close eye on who has elevated permissions and ensuring only authorized users maintain access. When we talk about role management, it involves assigning roles, reviewing those assignments regularly, and revoking permissions when they're no longer needed. This rigorous control helps prevent privilege creep and reduces the risk of misuse of sensitive data or systems. An important concept here is reducing the attack surface. By minimizing standing privileges, those that are permanently assigned, you limit the opportunities for malicious actors to exploit persistent access. Instead, you enforce approval workflows, making sure that privileged roles are granted only when absolutely necessary. This leads us to just-in-time privileged access. Instead of giving users broad admin rights all the time, PIM allows you to grant temporary access for specific tasks and for limited durations. This approach significantly enhances security by ensuring that elevated permissions are only active when truly needed. All these features, alerts, reviews, role management, and just-in-time access, work together to create a robust security model that aligns with our overall goal of protecting sensitive information while maintaining operational flexibility. Now, let's move on to how integrating with Intune plays a crucial role in endpoint security. By bringing devices into Defender for Endpoint through Intune, we achieve unified management across all enrolled devices. This integration not only simplifies administration, but also significantly improves device compliance. When all devices are managed through a single platform, enforcing policies and monitoring their status becomes much more efficient. Next, configuring policies is essential. This step ensures that our endpoints are protected and actively monitored. By setting clear security standards and compliance rules, we can enforce consistent security measures across all devices. This helps us prevent vulnerabilities before they can be exploited. Deploying sensors is another key piece. These sensors are responsible for collecting data on endpoint activities. This information is vital for enabling advanced threat detection and rapid response. With sensors in place, we can identify suspicious behavior early and take action before any damage occurs. Finally, onboarding devices is the foundational step. It's where we enroll each device into Defender for Endpoint. This initial step sets the stage for monitoring, protection, and management, ensuring every endpoint is part of our comprehensive security strategy. Let's take a closer look at how endpoint detection and response, or EDR, along with threat analytics, contribute to comprehensive security and administration within Microsoft 365. These tools are designed to empower security teams to act proactively, which is key to reducing the impact of potential breaches before they escalate. Threat analytics, for example, provide actionable insights and clear recommendations that help investigators understand and respond to incidents more effectively. This means security teams aren't just reacting to threats, they're anticipating and addressing them intelligently. Defender for Endpoint plays a crucial role here by leveraging behavioral sensors and cloud analytics. These technologies work together to spot threats early on, giving teams a head start in containing issues before they cause significant damage. And of course, continuous monitoring and analysis of endpoint activities are fundamental. By constantly watching for suspicious behaviors or attacks, EDR ensures that threats are detected swiftly, allowing for quicker response and mitigation. All of these capabilities tie back to our overall goal: creating a security environment that's both proactive and resilient, helping organizations stay ahead of evolving cyber threats. Now, let's take a closer look at how device compliance and conditional access work together with Intune to provide comprehensive security and management in Microsoft 365. Regular compliance reporting is a key part of this process, as it helps us identify any issues and quickly remediate them, ensuring our device ecosystem stays secure. This approach is vital because it protects our organizational data by making sure that only trusted and compliant devices are allowed to connect. We don't want any unmanaged or insecure devices entering our environment, and this system helps us enforce that. Conditional access plays a crucial role here by integrating seamlessly with Intune's compliance states. It dynamically grants or blocks access based on whether a device meets our security standards. So, if a device isn't compliant, access can be automatically restricted, reducing the risk of data breaches. And speaking of enforcement, Intune applies specific policies to ensure devices meet our security requirements before they can access resources. This proactive enforcement helps us maintain a secure, well-managed device landscape, a fundamental part of our overall security strategy. Now, let's talk about security baselines and app protection policies. These are key components of comprehensive security and administration in Microsoft 365. Continuous evaluation and updates are essential to keep our policies effective against emerging threats. This means we're always monitoring and refining our security measures to stay ahead of potential risks. Implementing these policies not only helps reduce vulnerabilities, but also supports compliance with our organizational security standards. That's crucial for maintaining trust and integrity across our systems. When we look at app protection policies, they play a vital role in safeguarding corporate data within applications. They control how data is shared and enforce encryption, ensuring our information stays secure no matter where it goes. Finally, security baselines provide us with pre-configured groups of settings recommended by Microsoft. These baselines help us harden our devices right out of the box, giving us a strong foundation for security. Altogether, these tools and policies are integral to building a resilient, secure environment in Microsoft 365. Let's take a closer look at Intune administrative roles and best practices. Proper role management is crucial because it helps prevent unauthorized changes to our systems. When roles are well managed, it also supports accountability across endpoint management, ensuring that everyone knows who is responsible for what. Conducting regular access reviews is another key practice. This means periodically checking permissions to make sure they remain appropriate and secure over time. It's a simple but effective way to prevent privilege creep and keep our environment safe. Role segregation is also vital. By dividing responsibilities among different roles, we reduce the risk of errors or malicious activity. It helps distribute tasks clearly and minimizes the chance of someone having too much control. Another best practice is the principle of least privilege. This means giving users only the permissions they absolutely need for their specific role. It's about limiting access to reduce potential vulnerabilities. When managing Intune, it's important to assign the right administrative roles. These roles, such as Intune Administrator, Policy and Profile Manager, and Help Desk Operator, each come with defined permissions that support both operational efficiency and security. Balancing these aspects is key to effective endpoint management. Now, let's explore how comprehensive security and administration in Microsoft 365 can help us manage SaaS risks more effectively. By integrating with Entra ID and Defender for Endpoint, we gain much better visibility and control over the cloud apps our users are accessing. This integration allows us to see what's happening across our environment and respond proactively. One key feature is enhanced integration through session controls. These controls enable us to monitor user activity in real time and enforce access restrictions during app usage. So, if a user tries to access a risky app or performs an action that violates policies, we can intervene immediately to prevent potential issues. Another important aspect is governance capabilities. Defender for Cloud Apps provides us with powerful tools to govern access, enforce policies, and safeguard sensitive data across both sanctioned and unsanctioned applications. This helps us maintain compliance and reduce the risk of data leaks. Lastly, it's crucial to highlight how Defender for Cloud Apps helps discover shadow IT. Many organizations are unaware of the unsanctioned SaaS applications in use, which can pose significant security risks. By identifying these apps, we can take steps to assess their security posture and bring them under our governance. Connecting all these points, it's clear that leveraging these tools enhances our overall security posture, giving us better control and visibility over the cloud apps in our environment. Now, let's talk about protecting data in both sanctioned and unsanctioned apps. This is a key part of our comprehensive security and administration in Microsoft 365. What this means is applying policies that not only restrict data sharing, but also enforce encryption and help us detect any unusual or suspicious behavior. These measures are crucial to safeguarding our organizational assets across various cloud environments. Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps plays a vital role here. It allows us to classify, monitor, and protect sensitive data, no matter whether the app is managed or unmanaged, what we often call shadow IT. This way, we can keep an eye on all data flows and prevent leaks or misuse. When it comes to unsanctioned apps, discovery and governance are especially important. We need to identify risky or unauthorized usage so we can put controls in place. This helps us close the gap where traditional management might not reach. On the other hand, sanctioned apps are those officially approved and managed by our IT teams. For these, we can consistently enforce data protection policies like data loss prevention, sensitivity labels, and encryption. This ensures our data remains protected within the tools we trust and control. Managing data security across both sanctioned and unsanctioned SaaS applications is absolutely critical. It helps us stay compliant with regulations and prevents accidental data leaks. Ultimately, it's about maintaining control and confidence in our data, no matter where it resides or how it's accessed. Let's take a closer look at session controls and real-time access enforcement. This approach is all about proactively enhancing security while still allowing users to work efficiently. By implementing these measures, we can reduce the window of opportunity for data breaches, which is crucial in today's fast-paced digital environment. At the same time, we're not sacrificing productivity. Real-time access enforcement supports a variety of scenarios, such as limiting access to sensitive documents, controlling how long a session lasts, or even applying watermarks or read-only modes to protect content. These controls are essential for maintaining data security without hindering user activity. Another key point is preventing data exfiltration. These controls can block risky actions, like unauthorized downloads or sharing, or they can require users to go through additional authentication steps if something suspicious is detected. This way, we can act immediately to protect our most valuable information. Organizations also have the flexibility to apply conditional restrictions instantly, which enhances security further. This real-time adjustment capability means security policies can adapt on the fly, based on the current context. And through Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps, we can monitor user activities in real time, such as file downloads, uploads, or sharing actions. This ongoing oversight helps us catch potential issues early and respond quickly. Finally, session controls enable dynamic enforcement of access policies during user sessions in cloud applications. This means we can continuously monitor and adjust permissions, ensuring security is maintained without disrupting user workflows. Overall, these tools empower us to safeguard our data intelligently and keep productivity flowing smoothly. This slide highlights how integrating different security components creates a strong zero-trust security posture. Essentially, it means that every layer, whether it's identities, devices, or cloud apps, is protected and governed uniformly. For example, Defender for Cloud Apps helps us manage SaaS app usage, enforcing data protection policies that connect identity and device security. This ensures that only authorized users can access sensitive data, regardless of the app they're using. Then we have Defender for Endpoint, which keeps devices secure by monitoring compliance and detecting threats at the device level. This proactive approach helps us prevent breaches before they happen. Entra ID, on the other hand, provides robust identity and access management. Features like conditional access and multi-factor authentication make sure that only the right people can get in, adding an extra layer of security. What's really powerful here is how these tools, Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps, Entra ID, and Defender for Endpoint, work together, offering unified threat detection. This integration allows us to monitor identities, devices, and cloud applications seamlessly, providing consistent security across the entire environment. Together, these elements form a comprehensive security approach that aligns perfectly with our overall goal of a zero-trust architecture, where trust is never assumed, but always verified. Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps offers a comprehensive approach to security, bringing together policies, alerts, and controls to effectively safeguard sensitive data. This integrated approach helps us protect critical information by combining capabilities with sensitivity labels and data loss prevention policies, ensuring that sensitive data remains protected at all times. By doing this, we enable timely incident response and continuous monitoring for compliance, which is essential in maintaining a strong security posture. When it comes to data exfiltration, the controls we set up can automatically block or restrict risky actions, such as unauthorized file transfers or sharing. These controls can quarantine files or prompt additional verification steps to prevent data leaks before they happen. Alerts play a vital role as well. They notify security teams of suspicious activities, like unusual file downloads or external sharing. This way, we can respond quickly to potential threats. To make all of this effective, it's crucial to configure tailored policies that detect and prevent data exfiltration. Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps allows us to create granular policies based on user behavior, app usage, and the sensitivity of the data involved. So, setting up these policies, alerts, and controls is key to managing security effectively, helping us protect our organization from internal and external threats while maintaining compliance.